What does it come to when you're booing Oxfam? What does that tell you about yourselves?
Hi friends, so a few days back there happened this great debate between the pro-Israel and pro-Palestinian voices on the Munk platform. On the pro-Israel side there was Douglas Murray and a lady literally no one knows. And on the pro-Palestinian side there was Mehdi Hasan and Gideon Levy. In the previous video I explained how Mehdi exposed Douglas Murray as a right-wing anti-Semite. You can see that by clicking on the link popping up on this window. But in this video, let's talk about the more creepy thing. You might be wondering what's more creepy than the anti-Zionist, warmonger, genocide apologist Douglas Murray. So surprise, it was the pro-Zionist, ill-informed audience at Munk. Now, I genuinely don't want to disrespect any nationality, but their sheer display of ignorance was staggering. See it for yourself.
Each of you ask yourself, if you would have been born Palestinian and live all your life under the brutal, maybe the most brutal regime today in the world. I saw it.
It was disheartening. It was truly disheartening that these pro-Zionist people have gone so blind in Israel propaganda that they can't even empathize for a second with the Palestinians. With more than 35,000 Palestinian civilians murdered by Israel, and the account of those atrocities that is coming from an Israeli journalist. What else source on earth could be more reliable to them? But no, they are booing. What is happening on earth? But this was greatly rebutted by Gideon.
I saw it. When you would wake up in the morning and see your parents beaten and go to sleep at night and troops will come to your home and kidnap your father or your mother in front of your eyes on a daily basis, and I know what I'm talking about. Don't tell me about facts.
Great Gideon, they deserve to be taught. Now this happened again with Mehdi, but they weren't aware that they were dealing with their daddy this time. Bring your popcorn and enjoy how Mehdi buried the Zionist audience booing against the facts.
National Criminal Court, the International Court of Justice, the UNHCR, UNICEF, Doctors Without Borders, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, Oxfam, Christian Aid. Yep, you're booing.
So Mehdi is quoting here the most reputed Western research organizations, not the Hamas-funded fan base, which are exposing Israel's brutal genocide. But you see, they are booing. And here was Mehdi's solid response.
What does it come to when you're booing Oxfam? What does that tell you about yourselves? You're sitting here booing Oxfam to defend Benjamin Netanyahu. Let me just deal with something you just said. You talked about debunking propaganda. First of all, you can't even get Israeli propaganda straight. The Israeli government's own security agency, Shin Bet, investigated what you just said and said, no, we found no evidence that workers from Gaza were involved in the October 7th attack. Oh, Shin Bet alive. They're booing Shin Bet, the Israeli security service. Got it. They focus on October the 7th, which is fine, but if you're going to focus on October 7th, then also focus on what happened since October the 7th, the erasure of Palestinians in this debate, the booing when Gideon mentions what happened to Palestinians. Shameful. I'm sorry to say it's absolutely shameful and telling about what's going on.
It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. That's precisely what it is. This wasn't just disappointing, it was disheartening. The Palestinians are getting brutally murdered. It seems like they are aunts to the Western world. And Israel is doing it in broad daylight without any accountability. Zero accountability. And these Zionists are booing. You tell them 30,000 Palestinians killed, they will be booing. You tell them most of them were children, they will be booing. Genocide is happening and their states are supporting it, they will be booing. It is terrible to see this. And that's why many enlightened minds are saying and seeing that Israel has corrupted the entire West morally to a point of no recovery. So at this moment, only we are left to support our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Show your support for Palestinians with your financial ability, intellectual power, social media power. Comment and share your thoughts on it. Subscribe if you want more content like this. See you in some other video.